Same.
I do not play such games with Jake.
It's on
Arrow
Netflix.
and
Gotham's on
Flash.
Netflix. I thought it was
All
on
5
Hulu.
seasons.
Wow.
They might be taking a bit off soon, but the 5th season recently came back.
I fucking hate Disney.
Have you guys seen Big Mouth yet?
No.
Not yet. My
I heard
brother,
it-
my brother's
I
watching it
tried to
already.
get into it. I was like, I can't.
It's
It's one of those
weird.
shows.
It
It's,
is.
It's weird.
it's one of those shows. The first episode, I couldn't vibe
And
with
I like
as much.
the actors they're in it, like the
Nick
voice
Kroll's
actors,
my
like,
shit.
Nick Kroll's hilarious.
But it's one of those shows that, like, the more you go into it, the more invested you are, and the more you fall in love with it. It's fucking great.
I mean, Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean by the bat suit.
Let me see.
He looks like a fucking he looks like a giant latex
He
condom.
looks.
Well, okay. What would you say is the best movie of 2019 for you?
Wait, I hate Star Wars.
Yes.
done.
Star
All
Wars
of
is
Star
I'm done.
Wars or
Star
just
Wars
the
is
latest
wild.
ones? that
All
came
of
out?
it.
Even
All of it.
prior?
All of it.
How?
Because
It
Star
just
Wars, the Star
sucks.
Wars,
Episode 8 was
Four to-
not good.
Star Wars 4 to
It all
6,
sucks.
4 to
7
6
was
were
good.
meant to be B movies.
You know what I
They're
like?
meant to be
You know-
B movies.
you
and
wanna
they
know-
skyrocketed to A.
You want to know what my favorite
Choppy,
Star
mind if
Wars
I get some?
was? The Phantom Menace. That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite Star Wars.
that movie.
Darth Maul!
like that movie.
Darth Qui-Gon! Darth Maul!
They are fighting. I fucking Ooh, I'm on. My name is Eric and I can blow O's. Yo, Joker was really good. Us was really fucking good.
You liked us?
I fucking loved Us because there's
Oh, I love us too.
there was so many layers to the movie Us.
Get Out was better.
No, Get Out
He
was
rushed us.
No, I don't think he rushed. Well, you have to keep this in mind. It's about classism. It's about the lower class and the upper class, and it's about an African American family that's become so gentrified within the upper class that it's almost as if they lost their roots.
Well, yeah,
There's
it
a-
was if he kept it at that. The minute that he starts bringing in religion, the minute that he starts putting a lot of plot holes, that's where it got bad.
The plot holes, I understand. For me, it was more of like what you got out of it,
Yeah, the idea was there. It was
less
a good
of the
idea.
movie. Yo, I will defend Us because Jordan Peele has become after Get Out. Jordan Peele has become one of those like infallible.
He's
Correct.
becoming the next M Night. I hope you know that.
Oh, so he's
Stop
gonna like.
it.
He's gonna make. He
he's-
made a really good
He's
movie,
gonna make those
Stop
fire
it.
ass movies, and then he's just gonna
and
be
then
like,
he's gonna.
"Oh,
you know
I
what-
know what
but
they
you know
want.
why?
I know
though,
what they
right?
want."
Because the corporate's gonna sue. Because for Get Out, he had. I think he's writing that 4 or 5 years. For
Yeah.
Get Out, he took a lot of time writing. For Us, they gave him 2 years. They're like, figure it out, do it. So that's why he felt rushed. So now imagine all these big companies are throwing a lot of money at him. They're like, make a movie, make a movie.
Well,
And
he's
now
gonna release. He's gonna release one every 2 years.
M Night.
Stop it.
Damn.
I'll
I'm
still
calling
ride
him
for
now.
him. I'll still ride. for
Yeah,
him.
I think he's hilarious. I loved him on Mad TV. I loved him on Key and Peele. I love
Nah,
Get Out.
him on this serious shit because he comes from a very well spoken, like in the way that he's able to like project a lot of like racial commentary into a movie because you're going in knowing for a fact that there's gonna be a twist. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's gonna be about social commentary, and it's gonna make a lot of white people mad. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. I will ride for him. I saw Shazam too. Surprisingly, I fucked with it heavy.
I heard Shazam was good.
I took a girl to see Shazam, and she said she said it sucked, and I never spoke to her again.
Good.
Oh, I was gonna be like, ooh, a girl, but then you never. spoke to her again.
Spider-Man into the
Beverly.
Spider-Verse
Yo,
was my favorite this year.
It was cool.
Spider-Man
was cool.
3 is still my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man 3. That's a horrible one. Lunchbox for life.
I will take Spider-Man 3 over anything Andrew Garfield is in,
Anyone would take anything that Andrew Garfield's in.
except
Damn.
for the Facebook movie.
No, you know what movie I'll take over any?
Where he was twins. I
Who
like
was
that
with was it Drake or Josh one of those characters? It was like a superhero parody movie with Leslie Nielsen in it.
Superhero movie.
Yeah, I'll take that over any
He was the
Andrew
Firefly,
Garfield
and
movie.
Kevin Hart was the Black Hawk. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I'm the Black Rooster. Yeah, I remember that. That was such a whole. See, movies like that, like epic movie, fucking date movie, shit like that, I love.
Yeah.
And people
Scary Movie
fucking
1 and
hate
2 are
them.
great.
Yeah,
Those are
those were
different. Those are
classics.
different. Those are different.
Those were great.
Those are
Those were
different.
classics, man.
They honestly they set
3 was okay.
the whatever, they opened the door,
Yeah.
For that.
They were like, yo, this is where you guys start. Enjoy.
and then yeah, it's
It just
it's definitely
went
like it's
downhill.
it's like cult
And
following
then it
those
just got
kind of
super
movies.
saturated after that.
Question.
Saturated.
Why did Netflix give a lot of money to Adam Sandler just to do whatever he wants? They basically paid him and
I
his
mean,
boys.
I don't know.
some of those movies are actually pretty fire.
Really? Which one?
Which one?
The
I was
one-
about to say.
The
Ridiculous 6.
No, that's ass.
That was
It was awful.
stupid.
Um,
I got the strongest neck.
I don't even know, man. Adam Sandler could just finesse people for money, I guess.
Well, he's coming out with that movie with Kevin Garnett in it.
Yeah, but that's like
But that's like I think A24. It's like a
Yeah.
big
it's
time
like a big type
production.
movie.
Yeah, looks good.
I'd
He's
be
a-
down.
The Kevin James movie was good.
Mall Cop,
No.
Greatest movie
well,
of all
yeah,
time.
but
Paul Blart, the Mall Cop.
Austin Blart.
no, the
On
one
the Segway.
the one where he writes about
It's
being
Austin
a spy.
Arquette.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
then they really believe he's a spy and they go after him.
There's one.
It was mad funny.
There's one
was
with
pretty good.
with Adam Sandler and what's her name? Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, was that one good?
Oh,
I
the
don't
one where
know.
they go on a fucking Hawaiian. Obviously, they go on a vacation.
Yeah.
And they have to like pretend to be together or some
Be
shit.
spies.
I went to see that with a girl too. 8th grade. It was horrible. We kept walking out of the movie. It was fucking really bad.
Why were you walking out of the movie?
Because it was really bad.
But that's the point of going to see bad movies at the movie theater with a girl.
The last
She was a fucking prude.
8th grade.
Damn.
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 But this is also 8th grade.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Well, let me ask you this question: if we're talking about like, was
No,
your
we're
favorite
not.
video game? No, we're done. Your favorite video game that everyone hates?
My
Oh, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
It's tight.
Metal Arms. It was one of the first
What?
GameCube games.
What is that?
Exactly.
I had GameCube. What the fuck is that?
It's basically you're this little robot just running around killing stuff, and I thought it was the best game in the world, and I stand by it till this day. And I showed it to my friends. I'm like, dude, there's co-op mode. We could kill each other. We start playing. They're like, dude, this is the worst shit we've ever seen. I'm like, you don't get the art behind this. It's a little robot.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
But people like that game.
Not that many people,
Really?
because when you play it, it's actually shit.
Yeah, it's a shitty game, but
Yeah.
like,
Conquer's Bad
Conquer's-
Fur Day. Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Never heard of it?
you never played it or heard of it?
Yo, it's so good.
It's like
man.
one of the main staples for a 64.
And it was the first game to like curse on the 64.
Also, like show alcohol.
Show alcohol.
yeah.
Show
the big poo.
Oh,
Big Pooh.
I was raised in a very religious
am
home.
The Great Mighty Pooh.
Yeah, I
Yo,
was,
Alfie, put in the clip of the Great Mighty Pooh, please.
Me. I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat? Do you really think you'll survive in here? You don't seem to know which creek you're in. Sweet corn is the only thing that makes it through my rear. How do you think I keep this lovely grin? Now I'm really getting rather mad, like a niggly, tickly, shitty little tag nut. When I knock you out with all my bab, I'm going to take your head and ram it up my butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt. My butt. My butt! Ah, you cursed squirrel, look what you've done. I'm blushing, I'm blushing. Oh, what a world, what a world. Who would have thought a good little squirrel like you could destroy my beautiful cleanliness? Oh, I'm going. No!
Now that's what I call a bowel movement.
All right, great clip. Thanks.
Austin, how about you? You've been quiet for a minute.
Yeah, man. What's your favorite shitty game that everybody hates but you like?
It was
Was
Watch
it-
Dogs, the first one. A lot of people hated Watch Dogs.
I mean,
but
I
I loved
never
it.
even played Watch Dogs.
The first one's good. The second one's awful.
Simpsons
second
Hit and
one was
Run.
awful. Yo,
They're gonna
That was a
remaster that
hidden-
apparently.
that
that
was
was
a
a
hidden
fun
gem.
game.
That was a great game.
That was a good game.
Because you could just steal whatever car.
Yep.
Just didn't matter.
Grand Theft Auto, Simpson style.
I only ever played like fucking Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed.
You already picked two of the shittiest games
I
that
know,
you like.
I know,
You
I know,
winning.
I
You
know.
winning.
Nerd.
You
Nerd.
winning.
Nerd.
Get nerfed. Noob. I remember there was a Beyblade game that I loved.
Oh shit.
And I
Video
was-
game Beyblade
Yeah,
game?
and I never understood it because I'm like, wait a minute, what am I controlling? And I'm like, oh wait, I could summon one of these dragons. Then I realized, wait a minute, these still are just spinning tops. Why did I pay money for this?
Yeah, you're paying
bought
for
it?
virtual spinning
Bought
tops.
it, and then I bought the real Beyblade, and I lost it. It was the worst day of my
What?
life.
Beyblades are the shit.
Yeah.
I love
We used to play it
Beyblades.
on like the back of the chairs in school because it had like the
Hell
little
yeah,
pin.
perfect.
Yep.
Yo, what do you got? I've gotten scars playing Beyblades. Jesus Christ, my
Because
poor
they would
knuckles.
fly out. They would fly out of the ring in the arena.
And it'll hit you straight
Oh
in
my
the face.
God.
You ever play Beyblades Bloody Knuckles with your friends?
Yes.
You just
No.
like put your hand on the table, your hand is there, and then you let it rip.
Why?
Because
Why?
Because I'm extreme.
You ever play Bloody Knuckles in the cold?
Huh?
Bloody
Blade-
Knuckles in the cold? What the fuck?
In the cold, like
Yeah.
outside in
Oh
cold
my
weather?
God.
That's the
you
best time.
crazy?
You're both numb.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
true.
feel anything.
Oh,
And then you
why?
realize-
That's
That tested
my
your
boy.
And then you go-
manhood.
and then you go inside and you like have nerve damage.
I remember
Can't close your
we used to just make
It becomes
up,
your
like,
strong hand.
we used to like make up slap games. We used to make up slap games. And
Rock, paper, scissors, slap.
No, we had this one where like it was literally just an endurance game. You would like grab each other's left hand, and then you would go down the alphabet. So it'd be like A, the other one B, C.
Across the face?
What?
Or across the face? Or
No, on the hand.
Oh my! I thought I was. Oh, God damn it!
No.
I've done it across the face.
Multiple concussions later.
Because Alfie just tries to find an excuse to hurt himself. Like he wants to just dance with the devil.
His dad.
Nah, I want permission to hurt you.
Hurt me
Yeah,
like
hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
hurt you.
If we do a game, that's why I love Slap Duel. If we're doing a game of playing, for pleasure, man.
Did you guys ever play Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I
How's that
still
a
have my
question?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I still got the original 150 Pokemon. 151 because I got Mewtwo from the movie.
Damn. You have all original 150? Wow, I'm jealous.
151.
I'm actually jealous.
In mint condition.
Dude,
Hold it
never
for a
touch
little
it.
longer
I,
and
I'm
then sell
never
them.
going to touch it.
To sell it.
Holy crap.
I'm going to look for one that has like the misprint, the Charizard with the misprint, and then get mad money. You know that there's a Charizard that's with a misprint that's
Yeah.
like supposedly like it's like 120 damage instead of 160. I think it's weird. I think I have one,
Oh, it's like a minor misprint like
Yeah.
that? Oh, shit.
but it's a big deal. You get me?
It's just a smaller Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
Just small. Not fully grown up yet.
Yeah.
All
It's in
grown
its awkward
up.
phase.
Oh, that was awful.
I remember playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, and some kid would like some fucking rich kid would come out and draw like a whole card, and it was all Japanese. And we used to get in his arguments like, "This is a fucking you don't even know what the fuck it says." He's like, "Yes, I do. I spent a year in Japan. Shut up." I'm like, "No, you didn't. You're white. No, you fucking didn't. You have no reason to be in Japan. Shut up."
Japanese.
Yo, that's true. I was always that kid showing up with those cards. You
Yeah,
know, making
word.
his own
and,
rules.
and then you found out that you go to the corner store 5 blocks away from the
Yeah,
school,
and you could
Same
get the
exact
same
card.
and it's
and
there.
it's not even Japanese Chinese cards that they're playing.
Yeah.
Hell
My boy
yeah.
actually, he went to Japan. He was Japanese. He moved back, and in 7th grade, he just sent me a package, a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and like a book of what each one does. I was like, dude, I'm gonna start my deck, and then me and my friend were like, yo, we should go to a tournament because we got like legit cards here, but we have to walk around with this translation book and be like, no, see. So we show up to the tournament. We're like getting ready. I'm shuffling
No
my
way, you
deck.
showed up for real?
Yep.
You guys are nuts.
And the rep's like, "Oh, I gotta
Nerd!
check." Yeah, the rep's like, "I gotta check your cards." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, check them." I'm like, "Don't touch don't take them out the plastic."
Did you
The
have
mi-
did you have him in like the sleeves?
Yeah, 100%.
No, you weren't cool if you didn't have the
He
sleeve.
turns it around and he's like, "Yeah, you can't play it."
I
I'm
used
like,
to raw dog
"What are you
him.
talking about? You can't play here." I'm like, he's like, "These aren't in English." I'm like, "But I have the book that explains what they do." He's like, "Get out." I'm like, "Okay."
I would have
Called
been
my
pissed.
mom. I'm like, Mom needs to get picked up.
I would have been pissed.
I used to have
Now your mom doesn't debate
got-
that it's fair.
But then again, I got kicked out of a Injustice 2 tournament because I smelled like weed.
parents were concerned.
Yeah, they were, because they were all passing by
They were
me.
like, bro,
They were like, yo, you can't.
But
you
what
can't
did
be
they
here.
expect though?
I don't know. I was there and I was like holding my own with pro players.
Yeah.
Which is what
What is your favorite fighting game
right now? Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
of all
But
time?
of all time,
he looked at me straight like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
of all time, it has to be
Not
Marvel,
again.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2
okay.
because my boy Doom right here.
Yo, classic.
It's either that or Marvel 3, where it was like the game was completely broken. It's just
I
a
never
broken
got
ass
into
game.
fighting games. I was never good at that or shooting games.
Well, fighting games, it was just like a rhythm game basically.
Yeah.
A rhythm game when they gave you an opening.
I remember I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh, but for the PSP.
Oh, good man.
And I used it was like Yu-Gi-Oh DX or some shit, right? I used to play it a lot. And then you could always like buy cards. And I'm like, yo, all my cards are shitty. Then I found out there's this thing where you can enter the code that is on your card. And if you have cards at home, you can enter it and it comes out in the game. And I just immediately felt like God. I started Googling cards. I'm like, Egyptian God cards. I have the power. No one can beat me.
No computer stands a chance against me in my deck.
I think I have the 5 pieces of the Egyptian god.
Like in
Yeah.
real life.
Like
Yeah.
the Exodia?
I hated kids
Yeah,
like
I
you.
think I have Exodia.
I hated kids like you. As soon as
But I would never play him. Like,
I would
he
play
he would
fucking
be, he
summer
would be
camp.
he would be in the
The reserve.
nobody's allowed to see deck.
Somebody would have
The
like a
hidden
fucking a Karibo, an Egyptian god card, and like a
the
left
multiplier,
leg.
I think
yeah.
I had.
A
I think I
left
also
leg.
had the
red one?
the Sky Dragon.
There's a kid. I remember a kid used to steal cars by going like, "Yo, man, is that how like you had your
The graveyard?
It's like, yo, can I check the cards you have? You're like, yeah, of course. He's like, thanks, and just walk away. I'm like, dude, my car's in pieces. She's like, oh, my bad.
I
Runs
remember
away.
my school was mad hood. I went to a Catholic school in West New York.
I went to Fort Lee. It was a bunch of Asian kids and me.
Nah, my shit was hood as fuck. Cause some kid would come in like with like
knife.
with a shoebox and be like, "Yo, I'm selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards 2 for $1." I'm like, "Nigga, what?" I'm like,
There was also Crunch Bars and peanut butter cups.
no, they never got to candy, but they always tried.
Oh, they
to
had
sell-
candy in shoe boxes when I was
They
in high
tried to
school.
fucking
Nah.
push
Or middle
Yu-Gi-Oh
school.
cards.
Yo, I
on
got
motherfuckers.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I got Lucy's, and I got a.
Yo,
You
I
want
got
one?
I got 2 for 15, 3 for 25, and 2
I got
for $1.
5
What's
right
up?
legs in a parliament. What's up? What you want?
Yeah.
What's up? Half smoked parley. You want
I got
it?
5 right legs, 2 of them are real. Which one you want?
All right.
There's a kid that used to print out cards and put them
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is real." I'm like, "Dude, the paper's coming off. This is not real.
The ink's running
Oh
out.
my god, it's,
It's
so
in black and
true.
white.
I've seen that shit, dude.
What are you doing?"
The first time I
It
saw
says Fort Lee Library.
the first time I saw a kid with a print out card playing the card game, I looked at him and I was like, "Are you for real? This is a joke, right? This is a joke. You
best-
for real?
Joking?
You
guys are
serious?
The best
No, I
ex-
don't activate this trap card. Just don't fuck up."
The best excuse I've ever heard a kid. He's like, "No, my deck's at home. But they're just super mint. I don't want to ruin them, so I printed them all out so I could
Shut
use
the
them." I'm like,
fuck up.
"Get out! Get out!"
Shut the fuck.
You remember?
up.
About to fight a
Nice
10-year-old.
You remember when Pokemon cards were blowing up?
Yesterday.
Lunchables made their own little cutout versions.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally had that.
I think I did too.
This is the only time I really got Lunchables.
That was the only time I got Lunchables.
Yeah, I was like, well, even as a kid, I was like, Lunchables are horrible. Sorry, Chopper.
Oh, yeah.
I know you fucks heavy with Lunchables, but Lunchables can
What's
Yo,
the worst
Lunchables my
Lunchable?
Shit.
gross.
all of them?
Well, if you had to rank them,
If I what?
The meat was always sweaty as
the
fuck.
worst
Ew.
Lunchable of all time.
The
Why was-
pizza one.
Yes.
They're
Pizza
all
one has
horrible.
got a
Dude,
you
that
had a
one tastes
packet of
like-
sauce.
That one tastes like puke.
It was cardboard crust,
It tasted like salt and fucking a child.
chunky ketchup,
It tastes like a poor
Ew.
childhood.
chunky.
A
That shit
very
was
poor
ketchup
child.
with
You never
oregano
tried
inside.
That shit was
You-
crazy horrible.
You're trying to make the best out of a situation.
You got-
What are you having for lunch? Italian. It's like a fucking.
You
It's
get-
like
having a pizza.
pepperoni.
You
From
get 6
Sicily.
pieces of shredded cheese that you gotta like spread across the entire plate of sauce and 2 pepperonis.
Did you ever get cafeteria pizza from school that came in like wrapped in plastic?
Yes.
Oh no, we used to get Pizza Nova. In Fort
So
Lee, we used to
horrible.
get pizza. No.
Oh, you grew
Used
up
to-
in a nice
we
neighborhood.
used to get like
Dude, Fort Lee.
we used to get square pizza with like milk, and for some reason this was like
Yeah.
a balanced diet with like corn. It was
Oh
like
yeah,
the,
you get a
the
cornbread.
cup of
the
corn.
weirdest. No, not cornbread. Like
not cornbread.
corn, nigga. Like off the fucking can. It was corn,
In a cup of corn,
pizza,
bro.
and like chocolate milk.
This is what they feed us in school. It's
and then like
horrible.
a minute later, without digesting, we had to run around for like 30 minutes, and then you'd go home feeling
Yeah.
sick, and you're like, I wonder why.
I
Yeah, I'm
remember-
like, why I feel so horrible.
When I was younger, I used to always be like, "Mom, just pay the lunch woman to give me food." Mom was like,
Same.
"No, trust me. Like this is better, because you just make me like a legit lunch. Like it was food."
Hell yeah.
We had
And-
to get creative poverty wise. So I would get they started making popcorn sandwiches for me, which is like 2 pieces of bread with butter and like popcorn
sprinkled around.
Oh no, they didn't.
This is
It was no. They gave you
That's
raw
not
kernels or
food.
like you found a microwave. It's
Yo,
popping.
Yo, that's borderline just abuse. That's torture.
abuse.
Just you're starving. What nutrient is in butter,
Bread.
popcorn,
dairy.
Get the fuck out.
I'm
of
having
here.
vegetables, kind of.
Hell
It's
no.
technically corn.
I'm having bread, and then you get the what's his name?
Do you remember the chalupas they would give in
All
schools?
right, that's racist because I'm Hispanic.
no, because they give them out.
We never had chalupas in my fucking.
Really?
Yeah.
What you? What? Oh, you grew up in California.
Yeah, that's why.
Bitch, you had like fucking options. All we had was
No,
like,
we didn't.
Yes, you did. You're over here getting fucking.
Our
chalupas.
options were if there was no more chalupas, you got the Smucker's PB&J that came in like a little pie.
We used to
Pocket.
get.
They really didn't try.
We used to get chicken in
just like,
pretzel
here.
form.
Chicken and pretzel form.
Yeah, it was chicken. It was like chicken fingers, but cut in a pretzel form.
Why?
I don't
What the-
know. I think they
What
saved
school
on
was
chicken.
this again?
I don't fucking know. It was a fucking Catholic school in fucking West New York.
What? People pay for that?
Apparently, fucking Lee.
That's
It was
crazy.
fucking horrible. It was not fun.
Yeah, we had our chicken sandwiches basically Monday through Thursday, and then on Fridays we had pizza. And then you always
Pizza
wanted to be
Fridays.
the first group of class that used to get lunch because you could get two
freshest
slices
pizza?
or the freshest. But if you're the last and there's extra left, you get 2 slices.
Boom.
That never happened to me. I was always in the fucking middle because my fucking last name G. They're like, all right, everyone, G, they go grab this grabs that are left there. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Should have hopped back online. Fuck
So you
it.
never got 2 slices.
Never. So I used to
Yo,
steal
we're
my
all
Asian friends.
malnourished as
You mean
children.
Taich?
No, Shun.
Oh.
Because he's a year younger than us. So I used to always steal his like rice balls that he had to have because his
That's
moms would
nice.
make. I'm like, yo, you gotta eat this shit. He's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna take one because I'm hungry. I'm like eating like 10 sandwiches, eating his shit. He's like, what are you doing? I'm hungry. Leave me alone.
That's why I eat so much now. I didn't get to eat as a kid.
I didn't eat when I was younger, so now I eat.
There was no food.
My favorite thing that I did for lunch was have the principal's lunch twice. I don't know if you guys ever been to like if your high school had a principal's lunch.
What is
No.
that?
That's like when the principal would invite you to his office to have lunch, and he would buy like the teacher special,
Yeah.
like as many drinks as you want, as much chips as you want. There's
Jesus
candy,
Christ.
like, but it's your senior year. You're leaving. I had it twice, only because like I was like I'm gonna use my brother's name.
Yeah, you guys look exactly
Yeah,
like
and they didn't even check. I didn't wear an
No,
ID.
no.
I walked in. I was like, "Oh, Dante, hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Everybody, you gotta play along, yo. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna
I'll
work."
slide you a
Yeah,
piece
because
of
like,
chocolate.
yeah, I was like, "Yo, I'll get you whatever you want." Just like, yo, just like it's
Pretend
gonna
I'm
work. It's gonna work.
Dante.
My name is Dante. All right, ready, set, go, break. And then like, yeah,
Team
he
formation.
just started talking about how his father used to walk across the Brooklyn Bridge instead of paying the quarter to take the bus. And I'm like, oh my god, bro, this isn't 1925 anymore.
the quarter.
The quarter.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, bro. You know,
No, my senior year we had to go to class. Fucking sucks. Cause my usually senior year was like you don't have finals, you don't have exams, and then Fort Lee went through their whole scandal where they were changing people's grades, and then you had to go to class.
Oh,
your
yeah, I
senior
remember
year.
that.
You had to go to class. You have to like take exams.
I don't
Wow.
remember because I didn't go there.
My senior year, I remember was fucking funny as shit because I would skip class a lot. I never got called to get picked up, and my mom, she's always thanked me for that because like my brother and my sister, I think a little bit too, were like they were just bad kids in like middle school and high school and all that. So I never got called home. I got detentions here and there. I think I got one Saturday once, whatever.
Bad.
But I remember I skipped my first period and I went to the cafeteria to have breakfast. I wanted a fucking bacon, egg, and cheese like nobody's business.
There's a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yo, it was it was fucking Paramus Catholic. It was a preppy ass.
Oh, you went to Paramus
yeah,
Catholic?
I did,
Oh,
but
shit,
it was a
shit,
lot of hood motherfuckers in there too. So I felt like I blended in a little bit too.
Was play sports.
So I went in. I'm there, and this teacher that fucking knows me is there. I'm with my boy. He looked at me. He's like, "Oh, both of you have this period free? Oh my god! What trouble you guys causing?" We're like, nothing. And so then I had skipped first period because we had a substitute, right? So I'd go to the bathroom. I'd take my bag with me, and I just wouldn't fucking show up. So I went to my second period, and then I got called down to the office. This lady. Everyone calls her a bitch. I fucking loved her because she never gave me shit. As she would give detentions out like a motherfucker. I talked to her twice. She's like, "I'm watching you." I'm like, "As long as you're not giving me detention, I love you." So she called me down. She was like, that substitute, she's not stupid. She got you. I'm like, fuck. So I had to come back for a fucking Saturday or some shit. But I think that's probably the worst that happened to me. But I used to skip class like a motherfucker.
Our high school, we had a art teacher, Miss Picacci. She had fake teeth.
Oh, that's wonderful. Were they made of wood?
No. It was but it was bad dentures.
Oh.
So there'll be a lot of times where she's talking. She's like, "Yeah, guys, you get," and she was an art teacher, so obviously she's talking a lot, like.
And then some,
And
like her teeth would fall out.
pop out, especially when she would start laughing. She'd be like, "Oh," and we're like, "I'm like, dude, she's better glue, man. I don't know what to tell you." But in her class, I was sitting there with two other kids, and one of the kids took a Sharpie and drew a giant dick on the art table. And if you guys remember, the art tables were like the massive
They're huge.
ones. You just drew it like a and then he kept like going around it, and like she finally sees, she like comes back to it. She sees this, she's like, "What is this?" So we all get called downstairs to the principal's office, and we had this vice principal, Miss Vitti, and she was always known as like a fucking hard ass. She was always giving people shit, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, "Eric, do you know who drew the dick?" And I'm looking at the person who drew it. I'm like, I have no clue, because I'm not gonna snitch this kid out. She's like, "Well, are you lying to me?" I'm like, "Miss Vitti, if this makes you feel better, we'll clean it up, because we don't want our school to be known as a school that draws dicks." And she's like, "Eric, that is the best thing you could say. You know what? Forget it. No one has to clean it up. I'm going to just make one of the janitors do it anyways." I'm like, "Great. Fuck out of here. We're
Wow.
leaving."
That is way better than an apology, and I accept.
The guy's
That's awesome.
like, "Thank you for not snitching me." I'm like,
Privilege.
Yeah,
Like,
straight
No, they
up.
did something wrong, but they're learning. They're making progress.
It was like a Full House episode. They're like, "You'll learn what you did." I'm like, "Next time I won't do it." I did it the next
Unity.
Wow.
You heard it. You're in the background. If you heard close
Shucks.
enough, you hear.
It'll never happen
"Aw."
again.
time.
Do you remember how fucked up you used to be in high school? We had this teacher, first period teacher. She's an English teacher. She was actually very sweet, but she was old. She would come in coughing fits all the time, and then she was absent for like 2 weeks, and everyone in our class was like, "I think she died." I'm like, "Whoa."
You think that's
Like,
bad?
Yo, worse
I mean,
shit
no,
up.
there was worse, but like people were so. I remember even myself, we were so fucking nonchalant about it. Yeah. Like maybe she's fucking dead. It was fucking like I remember my sensibilities. I'm more of a person now than I was back then. If that makes
Well, in
sense.
high school, you want to be edgy.
you want to be a fucking.
You want to be the cool kid.
dick.
I feel like when you're young too, it's just like, oh, I'm young. Nothing's gonna happen. You have no care, no
Yeah.
worries in the world. Like you don't give it.
It's
it's
like,
not
who gives
gonna
a shit?
happen
I'm
to
not
you.
dead.
We had a
Exactly.
teacher-
Everything's a joke to you.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you get
Who-
older, you're like, fuck, I feel
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, damn it, I gotta do these
my
things.
body,
We
everything.
had
I
a
understand
teacher
now.
who unfortunately had a miscarriage.
Oh shit.
And I don't know if this story's true, but I was told the story. So apparently one of the kids, when she finally came back,
Oh,
one of the kids was like,
no.
"So where's the baby?"
No.
And I was like, "God
He
damn."
he did not like her.
I was like, "Well, but like, think about Chapo saying, like, yo, in high school, we were kind of
Yeah,
dickish
yeah,
people."
yeah. Because we're invincible. You can't do anything to us.
Exactly. And, you
we
know,
can't go to prison. I stopped stealing at 18.
Yeah, same.
Never
I
stole.
feel like the only way to really
except from work.
the only
Missing
way to
out.
really fuck with a high schooler is to embarrass them. Because when you're in high school, you don't care about real shit. You care about like dumb.
Social shit.
Exactly. You care about little shit like that. I didn't get invited to a party. What the fuck? Oh, so and so's dad died. All right, move on.
gotta show
It's
you the
like,
best
yo, what
picture.
the fuck?
What was I gonna say? Oh, I had
hard.
I had a 10th period.
Do you guys want to see what Eric in 9th grade looked like?
Yeah,
That's
let me see.
scary. No.
Put the brightness up. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I thought I was literally the coolest shit ever.
With
Is-
the Manchester United
Let me
shirt.
see. Is he
The
squatting? Where is he? Where is
doing
he
the
doing
squat?
where's he doing the
No.
squat?
He's doing
the squat.
The hair?
Damn, the squat,
Squat,
with the
the
hair.
hair.
You gotta put that
Bare-
in the group
almost
so I
nearly
can put it up
barefoot.
in the episode.
Nearly barefoot.
No, I
Taichi, you
know.
want to see me in 9th
Nearly
grade?
barefoot. It's so good.
Didn't he know you in 9th grade?
He knew me and he loved me.
Yo, you
Tai
look
Chi.
like a crack addict. Like
Dude,
what
that
the
hair
fuck?
was on point.
Come here.
I thought it was the best
Look at
shit
this
to have
picture.
That hair.
You know this guy? Dude,
Oh,
you
you
know
seen
this
him?
guy?
He
I
lived
li- I
it
lived
for
it.
4
Saying,
years.
You knew this guy? Oh my
the face,
god.
the face, yes, the face didn't really change much.
You
Thank
look
God.
the same.
But the hair, the squat, I thought, and I was
Man.
wondering why no girls talking to me.
Eric,
They
you
still don't talk to you.
They still don't talk to me.
You look like you would go back to your middle school periodically. Like, let me tell you what I'm learning about high school.
What's
All the
up, kids?
puss I'm getting.
You look like you look
Puss.
like you discovered electricity for science, and now your hair is just stuck that way.
You look like Shia
Shia
LaBeouf.
LaBeouf,
You do look
young
like,
version.
You do look like a young fucking Albert Einstein.
Just hair was everywhere.
Disney.